Tuesday, September 19th, dream vlog. I had two different dreams. I woke up this morning and went back to sleep. Um, I don't know what time it is, but anyways. So the first dream, I've been watching too much TikTok. Let me tell you that much. I dreamt of a TikToker, a very popular one, Kaylathayla, and I dreamt of a mansion house party, and and then I dreamt of a cousin by marriage, Dominic Salcido, and yeah. Anyways, so I was going to this house party, and it was like a mansion house party, right? And in this house party, um, I was just kicking it, right? But I felt awkward too, like just a tiny bit of awkwardness. But I also felt free. I felt like I was like actually hanging out and not having to trip out so much and watch over my shoulder. You know what I mean? Like I always do. And not trusting anybody. But anyways, I was in this house party, and there was an upstairs. I remember them going upstairs and coming back down. But then I seen like a Dominic Salcido on the couch, like in the middle, and he had his arms around two women, one on each side, like he was like a pimp or something. And then and then Kayla Thayla was there, and TikToker, and we were just all hanging out, and he was just looking at me like I was like, what's up? And then like in a good way. And then he was like uh he was like like just kind of like mean, not me mugging, but just like brushing me off, like he didn't like me, right? And then I was talking to the kid at the end, and then I left outside, and I can't remember the outside part. But you know what's crazy? I was doing divination with the sun and getting visions with the sun. And when I get visions with the sun, it reveals things to me. One time it revealed like a voodoo doll on me. I canceled it out or whatever. But the other day, it was like probably like 4 or 5 days ago, I seen a vision. Well, Archangel Michael's sword is always up in the sun all the time with me, and some of the angels for the four watchers, and then but anyways, regardless of that, I always see those visions. But the thing is that I seen a vision of a pimp with like a walking stick. It kind of looked like my mom's walking stick, but it was an energetic vision, so I couldn't see it lucidly. So it looked like a pimp with a walking stick, but with one of those pimp hats, like Cat Williams type pimps from Friday. And I don't know if it was warning me it was someone with a walking stick, or someone that was trying to do like pimp frame jobs or something like that, prostitution ring frame jobs or something weird like that. But it was a vision of someone with a walking stick, and it looked like a pimp hat on, and like, you know what I mean, all that. But anyways, that just kind of reminded me of that. Anyways, but yeah, so that was just kind of a vision warning that I had like last week. But anyways, I was I had this is the second dream. I just woke up. What time is it? Oh, it's 3:07. So so the second dream I had, it was weird. It was like a school for delinquents. I mean, like a juvie. It was like a juvie, but I was younger. I was younger in my dream, but I was at the same age too. Me and Isaac, my brother Isaac, we both went to this school, and it was like a Harry Potter school kind of type thing. It was like a delinquent school, but it's where they taught you magic, and where the leader of the magic, I mean the leader of the school was a dark-haired woman, a skinny dark-haired woman, and a skinny dark-haired woman, and she was tall. She was like 6 feet tall. She reminded me of my, kind of like how my Uncle Domingo's ex-girlfriend looked like, Melissa, tall Melissa. She was skinny and just tall. And she had a sister named something, I don't know, with the S. But anyways, um I miss my uncle. Rest in peace, Theo. Um and anyways, um it was me and Isaac, and we went to this, like, it was like like a school for, like, almost like a camp, where it had pool tables and it had like card games and stuff, almost like a community center for kids, like a boys and girls club kind of type of vibe, but it was more for certain people who get in trouble. And and we went there, right? And I felt like my mom put us there or something. Like my mom put me and Isaac there, and we went in. It was me and Isaac, and we went into this place, and it was like for people who got in trouble. And then there was a pool table, and then there was weight sets, and it was like a big gym. It was like a big gym. And um and then uh and me and Isaac went there. But in my dream, it was like Isaac was younger. He looked like he was when he was like 15, and I was like younger too. But I'm only a few years older than my brother. And um and uh we were younger, and it was like a juvie kind of type of vibe. And we went in there, and and I was walking around. I didn't really see my brother much. We went in there, and we went like a kind of our separate ways. And then I didn't see my brother much, and I was walking around, and everyone was me mugging me. And then I seen my homie, my old homie, not homie no more, Sergio Ramirez, in there, and he was mean mugging me in a group of people. He was already there, and everyone was wearing like the sweatpants or something, or plain shirts, like it was a juvie, or like, you know what I mean. And then and then and then and I was walking around, just walking, walking around the gym part, and the whole gym, and people were just me mugging me, looking at me. Then I seen this random girl that I remember from Skate Palace days, Tabitha, and she was just like I remember her from middle school when I used to go to Skate Palace. And she was like, oh, da da da, and she like hit me up, and I was like, you're Tabitha, and she said it right before I said it. And then she's like, da 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 da, you're gonna have a hard time here, or something like that. It felt like a little witchy dimension or something. It was weird. And then and then people were trying to basically kill me in my dream when I got into this lockup place. And then and then I had multiple dreams that if I went to jail, they were gonna try to kill me. The inmates were gonna try to kill me. Um, Mexicans and white people and a whole bunch of different organizations. So like I had a dream that I had like two or three dreams that if I went to jail, that they were gonna try to kill me, and stuff in the jail, in the prison. But but yeah, one of those dreams I dreamt my computer was hacked, and it's hacked. You know what I mean? But um, anyways, um, so in this dream, I'm walking around, and I'm just getting mean mugged, and there was a top tier up there, like a bridgeway from one side to the other. And it kind of reminded me of when I was in prison already, the Columbia River Bridge way, but it was way higher, and it was way different looking. But but anyways, uh, um, uh, anyways, anyways, I'm walking around, and I'm just being mean mugged, and the people up on top of the bridge are looking down at me, just mugging me and talking shit. And then yeah, da, da, da. And I'm talking back a little bit, you know what I mean, but not like trying to provoke anything. And then I'm walking around, and I go to my cell. My cell looked different. It was like a doorway with a glass door. It was weird. And I go into there, and my room was in there, and it kind of looked like my room here, a little bit different, but it was my room. Actually, it looked exactly like my room, like it was a different dimension. Honestly, it looked like it looked like I went from the juvie or jailhouse thing, little thing, and then I went to the through the glass door, and it was my room that I have here. And in my dream, I was um I was chilling and I was sleeping. I went to sleep in my dream, and I had like right here in my bed. I was sleeping in my dream, and I look up, and my sister Miranda snuck in my room without my permission, and she was stealing a bag of bottle returns. It was a bag of bottle returns, and and I was like, "What are you doing?" I woke up, and she didn't have no permission to be in my room. I don't like nobody in my room at all, um, at all. You know what I mean? Mom, sister, nobody. You know what I mean? Friends. I don't even have friends come over, or nobody come over here, but in real life. But she came in my room without permission, and then she was stealing bottle returns. And I was like, "What are you doing?" It was in a black bag with just like bottles, 10-cent bottles that you take back to the store. And I woke up and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then she was like being sneaky, like with this big bag of bottle returns, walking out the door, out right in front of me in my bed right here. And I'm like, "What the heck?" And she didn't have permission. And then and then um I was laying down, I was trying to go back to sleep, and then all of a sudden I dreamt that Sandy came in my room too again. Not again, but it came in my room, and I was sleeping, and she had a basket. She had that purple basket over there, but it was bigger in my dream, and she was like scooping my clothes into a basket, and she was like right here, and she was wearing nurse's scrubs. She was wearing purple nurse scrubs, and I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? And this dream was trippy, and I don't allow nobody in my room. So like, if they're ever been in my room, then they were trespassing into my room. You know what I mean? But anyways, I see her in purple scrubs with a big clothing basket, scooping like my stuff in their clothes and stuff into the basket, which I don't know what that symbolizes, but it was weird. But anyways, anyways, uh, I get up and I go back out to the basically the yard of whatever it was. I was in this place and I see a pool table and I see um weight sets, resistance weight sets like they have in the gym, and like they have in a gym, like a workout gym. And I see the waist um now that I think about nurse scrubs, it could be representing nurses, because I did have a prediction that nurses in the doctor's offices were plotting against me and allowing me to be stalked and giving my information, violating the HIPAA Act and stuff, violating the HIPAA Act, which is federally protected information. Um, but yeah. Um, anyways, and then but I had predicted that, and then when I moved here, I seen a lot of nurses. It was weird, but anyways, anyways, I was walking back into the yard part of the gym. It was a gym part, and I was gonna go out to the yard because there was a door. I went out to the yard, like outside, but I didn't even make it all the way over there. I was walking around and I was gonna work out, and I go work out with this white dude was like being mean mugging me. He was walking by me and he was kind of buff, and he said something smart to me. Because I said I'm gonna use this bench press or whatever, and I was already using it. I was just getting my weight. Or first off, I walk out my door before I get to the bench press. I get to I had dumbbells in my dream, and then I was the only one with dumbbells in my dream, and I was using dumbbells, and then I go to I go to um um I go to I go to the dumbbells. I leave them right there, and other people were in there. And then I go to the bench press, and this white dude was buff. He was a little stocky white dude, and I was like, I'm using bench press or something like that. And then he was like, he said something smart. I was like, what? like, you know, standing up for myself. Like, what do you say? And then and I was like, we could just work out together, bro. What's up? Or, you know what I mean? And then he's like, all right. He calmed his nature down because he was like angry or whatever. And he's like, all right, all right. And then we're getting ready we're getting the weights together. But in my dream, the weights the weights were were all weird. They weren't like dumbbells. They were like all connected, like those little jacks that, you know, those jacks, those little things where you throw the ball down and they pop up and you try to catch them. It looked like the weights looked like they were all like weird puzzleized like that. And then we were trying to put it together, and and uh and then and then and then uh I see some Mexican dude, older Mexican dude. He looked like a Sureño type dude, and he was with this girl. I think she was the TikToker Dead Hyena, one of my Santa Muerte devotee friends, and they were like together on this on they hopped on the weight bench. They hopped on the weight bench, and I was like, "Hey, homie, we're gonna use that right now," and he was like, they weren't moving or budging, but we're still figuring out the weights anyways. We we're still trying to put the weights together because it was like all puzzleized. It was weird, and then and then and then and then and then what was it called? Uh and then what was it? We ended up not working out, and I ended up walking around. I walk around, and they're still trying to punk me inside there. And I walk up to a group of black dudes, and they were chilling, right? One of them was cool with me, whatever, and I think kind of cool. And they're like, basically, like, just like not trying to talk to me. And I was walking up to them, and they were all in their, I think, the sweater and sweatpants. Um, and then and then and then they started talking to me, right? But I started, you know, stepping up to them, basically, getting in my old mindset of having to be hard because I'm locked up, right? So you know what I mean? And then they started to respect me a little bit more, because they thought I was a bitch, but I wasn't being a bitch. I just changed my life and changed my demeanor. And it was never about me being a bitch. It was about me being a different person, because I still have the savage in me. I just repress it because I get angry and I start crying, or I get angry and I don't want to react, because if I react, I'm gonna let all that anger out, and it's gonna be horrible, and I'm gonna be in jail, and I'm not gonna let myself be put in that position. Let some dumb motherfucker push my buttons and control my reactions like they used to be. Oh, they could say a certain word and control my reaction of my anger. Oh, they could look at me funny and control my action out of anger. You know what I mean? I'm not dumb. I don't let other people control me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Uh, but anyways, you know what I mean? I've fought in prison already, you know what I mean? I've been in fights in prison, like, you know what I mean, over a dumb word, you know what I mean? So it doesn't faze me. You know what I mean? But but that's why I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction of my reaction, because that's the way they want me to react. I'm gonna be a man of peace and a man of God. But anyways, uh, I was walking around, and the lady, it was like a witchy place too. It was like full of magic. I felt full of nothing but witchcraft and magic, and they had classes where they were going to teach spells, and it was like a witchy place, and they were going to teach spells, and it felt like the teacher was a demon, right? It felt like a demon teacher, demonic, but she had powers, like powers of magical powers, right? And and so so then so then but that's why I'm pacifist too, because I didn't want to be like that anymore. You know what I mean? Be angry. I wanted to be humbled and a light, a person of light and God. But anyways, back to that. I was walking around. The teacher was tall, like 6 foot tall, and she had long straight hair, down to like past her shoulders, and she was just really skinny, and she had demonic powers. And in my dream, she had the power of using her voice for authority, and her mouth got big, like in the movies. You know how in the movies when the demon's mouth gets super big and they're like screaming at you like a banshee or something. That's how it got. And she was talking in English. She was controlling people's authority, right? And I didn't like that. And I was like, because she was trying to control me. She was trying to control me. So this, it just symbolized that a demonic, a witch and a demon were trying to control me, and probably with domination magic. And you know what's funny? One time my mom mentioned domination magic or domination, and I knew she was talking about domination magic on a live stream one time, because she's dropped hints where she's used black magic against me, you know, and she said it on the live stream. So I mean, I can't lie about that. But but anyways, she was yelling at me with authoritative, magical authoritative voice, a magical authoritative voice, deep, and she was controlling others, people in there, dominating them, right? And with domination magic means basically like mind control magic, which implements into you. I don't use this type of magic really like that, but it controls people and influences them to their will, basically. And 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 so I was she was trying to control me. It was a demonic witch, working with demons, obviously, and I was in a witchy place, and they were trying to control me. All of a sudden, I copy her voice, and because my spiritual gifts, I could speak in different, use my throat chakra or whatever, and I copy her voice, and I put her in chequeada, bro. I put her in chequeada, and so I used her voice against her, and she froze. And then some black dude behind her pulled up and pulled a sword out and cut her head off like it was Medusa. You know what I'm saying? And and her head fell to the floor in that gym, and everyone was kind of cheering me on because everyone was scared of her and didn't have the power or authority to overcome her, right? And they were all being bound by her and her domination magic. And and uh and then a piece of it just fell on the floor and rolled on the floor, right? And her body fell, right? And then I'm walking around and everyone's just like looking at me with a surprise, like, damn, fool. You know what I mean? And then I don't know where my brother. I was gonna go outside in my dream. I was gonna go to the yard, um, but anyways, and then I did it, and then I started looking for my brother Isaac. Or no, they started calling out classes. They were calling out classes to do love spells. They're like, "We're gonna do love spell classes," and I was like, "Well, I already know how to do Armatis, and I'm good." And then Armatis are stronger than love spells, normal love spells. And then because you can do attraction spells, love spells, um, and a modest, you know what I mean? And there's a couple more other things, but yeah. And then you can elevate it with domination, which is a little over the top. Um, but anyways, I was like, I know how to do modest already. But anyways, and then and then I'm walking by, and I'm about to go to that class, right? I'm looking for my brother. I'm looking for my brother Isaac, and no one wanted to tell me where he was, and so I was looking for him, and no one wanted to tell me where he was. And then I go to this class, and I go to it was like it was actually, it looked like a Sherry's. It looked like Applebee's, inside of Applebee's on Lancaster and Market Street by the Lancaster Mall. It looked like the corner booth in Applebee's, and we went over there, and she pulled out the menus, and we're about to eat, right, or something like that. And I didn't eat nothing, because you eat in your dreams, you create demonic covenants. Um. Anyways, anyways, I was like, "You guys see my brother? You guys see my brother?" And you guys see my brother Isaac? You guys see my brother Isaac? And they were like, they were all little demons looking like humans, because they were laughing. They're like, "Haha, he's dead, he's dead." And they were saying that my brother died, my brother died, my brother died. And they were all demons. They were all demons, telling me my brother had died. And I was like, "You're lying, you're lying, you're lying." And they were just laughing, like chuckling, like, you know, mean like an evil chuckle. And they were all little demons, just saying, "Oh, your brother died, your brother died." I was like, "You're lying, you're lying." And then that was basically my whole dream, which was weird, but it interpreted that, you know what I mean, if I get locked up, I'm gonna be attacked that much, and you know what I mean, I might have to react in a savage way, and probably catch more time, because I have to react savagely. And people who fight in prison sometimes pick up more charges if they get caught. Um, but yeah, um, so but then also revealed magic, like demons. That this place was full of demons. Everyone in there was a demonic entity, and I was there, and it was like they were watching over me, and I overcome the demonic witch that was overseeing these things. And 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 I don't know why my brother was there, but they were trying to say my brother died, which, if it's being controlled by demons, and he's not praying every day, I mean, it could come into reality like that, which I hope not, because I love my brother, even though I haven't spoke with him or nothing. I love my brother Isaac, but this dream was full of demons hating on me and hating on my brother, and it was overseen by a demonic witch, which I just defeated in my dream. Um, and 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 they were teaching magic. You know what I mean? There were demons that were teaching magic in the dream, right? So it was weird. But anyways, it was a crazy dream. So the first dream, I don't know. I don't know what it really represented, but it was just a weird dream, right? But I remember having a vision like last week with the sun, when I was praying outside, of someone with a walking stick looking like a pimp, and it could be a possible pimp ring or prostitution ring that they're trying to set me up for, or something like that, or something like that. And then uh and then uh what was it called, uh I had predicted that like 2 years ago already too. Anyways, I don't know if it's just reoccurring or what, or it's just a trauma or something like that. But I predicted that 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like two years ago already, and I had predicted it with my family, Irma and all them, like the neighbors and all them. But anyways, but yeah, I predicted that like 2 years ago, like a prostitution ring, a pedophile ring, all these types of um, lustful, lustful things making money. I predicted it on social media like two years ago, um, and I don't know if it's recurring or it's just trauma or just demons playing mind games, but I'm still gonna speak about it. And then and then the demonic witches, the demons in that gym or whatever. I was younger in there, and my brother was younger, so it was like a juvie vibe. I don't know if there's like some juvie people against me, or like underage people against me, but that's what it gave the vibe of. But it was also witchy. It was also like they were utilizing witches against me to push their plots and plans, right? And then the domination magic, which was with the authoritative voice of the witch, was domination magic being revealed and me overcoming it. And one of the demons actually cut off the head of that person, So that witch or that demon in my dream, and I used her authoritative powers in my voice, and I literally was walking around with her authoritative voice, and and controlling the other demons, and they were all like basically bowing down, not bowing down fully, but like basically listening to me. And I was like, what the heck? But yeah, it was crazy. It was authority. It was it was demonic witches, and I had just overcome them right now in my dreams. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy dreams. You mean sometimes my dreams are prophetic messages, and sometimes they're subconscious traumas, and sometimes they're demonically oppressed. So leave it at that.